Oh,
You're
come on.
doing
You're
an
not.
amazing job. Yeah, unbelievable.
We love having you here. So what's
Thank
going
you.
on? What's going on?
So my name is Ash. I'm your friend. I'm in Orlando, Florida, and life is good. And most worry is about something in the future. I never seen somebody worried about something like last year. We already know it. So we assume it's a presumption about something may never happen. Like Grossminder, Michael said, it's just an imagination. So that's a mindset. It doesn't mean it will happen. Something quite the opposite could happen, right? We don't see in the future. So let's take care of the now and what we know. And let's always assume that it will be fine if we do the right work. Okay. So why we invent our own pain most of the time. My son is a competitive mentality. Even if we play a game, he want to win. Always. It's not about winning. It's about having a good time, enjoying the game. Uh, when we're getting better with him on that. So it's not about winning and losing. So if you put that in your mind, okay, you're not going to lose, okay, and there's no winning. You're going to have either you're ahead or you're a little falling behind in anything, business, life, game, anything. If you're falling behind today, no problem. Get ahead tomorrow so you will balance the game. So there's no winning and losing. There is getting ahead or falling behind. But that's a part of life and business. Sometimes you get ahead, sometimes you're a little bit behind. As long as you don't bankrupt, the business is not disappeared. You're not losing. Okay, modifications are good. So we are absolutely getting ahead. I mean, uh, some days you have a little bit like a step forward, 3 steps backward. Sometimes you have 13 steps forward. Maybe it's a good day, no step backward. Overall, you're constantly moving forward. So keep your mind on the reward, on the potential, and find the satisfaction in the process, not in the results. Even if the results not exactly what you envision or wish, because there's no possible way 1 million of us will agree on the same exact outcome. So cut that off. I cannot predict what will happen in the future. I cannot guarantee, you cannot guarantee, you cannot predict, and your outcome is going to be completely different than mine, okay? So everybody's going to have, so use this process in the best possible way as long as it's ethical and you don't step on anybody's foot. So how did your son do in the game, Michael? We got a winner or a loser? That's a test.
He's always a winner, my friend.
Of course he is. All right. Congratulations. Yes. Hope everything is good.
Fantastic.
And happy birthday, Grossminder, whenever it is. I don't know. I didn't make up your mind. Is it today or not today? Or is
not
it
not
is
today.
it Indian
It's
way?
a
My birthday
confusion.
is not
Like
today.
your birthday is also confusion for many people. So I have a birthday in month of February. Actually.
The love month. Ah,
Yeah.
very sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So obviously you have different profiles and people think whenever the profile was created as a birthday. Why not? You get to have birthday every day. Okay, so what we're talking about now, I just want to clarify what I heard, Taj, and if you're talking about selling and profiting, soliciting the account, that is prohibited, okay? It is not for sales. This is something that you got. Now, if a circumstances, certain situation changes, whether it is completely impossible to access the login email, we will work with you. We will support you. We have a customer success department, okay, that will be here always to care for you and to take care of you. Okay, is it willable? Yes, that's willable if somebody passes away, okay, and then it is rightful and fair to pass it to the relatives or the next qualified person. One of the features we're thinking to implement is having a secondary owner, like an emergency contact or something. Okay, the reason is just because we are hopeful for the value. This is something valuable. You don't want it to be a waste. Okay, and we want you to enjoy it, or those who you care about to enjoy it. It's like, it doesn't make sense for it to be wasted. So we're not going to say, okay, that's it, the owner is not available or not interested. It's no, we will always make a proper judgment. So it is willable. That is a legal process. You provide the death of somebody. That's why we need a contact for the person. If they contact, say, so and so is no longer with us, okay, and this is the document, and yeah, absolutely, we will transfer it. So that's why it does make sense to have a second owner or partner on the account as a backup. Or some of us may choose to will it for a charity or a specific organization. Why not? Like, I don't like anyone in my family. Not this family. I'm talking about extended one. Wow, you are a radar. How did you catch that? Okay. Yeah, so of course, that's what we do. We love our family. But what's the next topic? So as far as the support issues, okay, we have gone through the volume of all the support. Obviously, there are just a few pending or a limited number. Don't want to say few, like not as severe as you may think. We will take care of them one by one. So, for example, not now. Okay, we have an like a more priority, you know, dealing with merchants and migration and data sorting and all of that. So let's get that under control. Number one, we'll give you the go. Along with the leaders, we're going to assist you in submitting one topic at a time. So what are the top 10 topics? Okay, number one, for example, I cannot access my account. Of course, we want you to access your account. I mean, it doesn't take a genius. So we'll make sure we get everybody that is available, not having an app on cloud 9. Yeah, we will assist you to access your account. Done. So now we have 9 issues. The next one is refunds. Anybody's asking for a refund, 100% of any type. Okay, clear. We have 8 issues. The third one, we'll go about, you know, I'm not getting emails from the company. We'll solve it. Fourth one, but one by one. This email, I cannot access it. Can you change my email? Of course, with the proper, you know, reason or convincing reason, we'll do it. At the end of this cycle, whether it's 5 days or 3 days or 10 days, okay, we will have 0 issues. Do we expect things will pause 100%? Never. The new issues will come up, okay, or care needs, okay, from us. We don't like the word support because it's like somebody is about to pass and they have a life support, you know, support we need, like, you know, health support. Or we don't like to call customer support, okay? We, or somebody's backing up, leaning a wall, or that's not what we do here. We are customer success, okay? We work on your success. This is ONPASSIVE. It's a positive thing. So our, you know, department will take care of you toward your success. If there is something in the way, we'll clean it up. So breathe. Okay, I'm trying to get my hands in. Am I too close or am I too big? Okay, just breathe. Everything is going to be okay. We have enough manpower, and they're knowledgeable, and they work around the clock, and there's nothing but with an agreement. They wouldn't do something they're not supposed to do. So we have to do it, work together. That's why we do these webinars. That's why we have lives. That's why we have volunteers from the leaders just taking their time of their life and here to assist you and help you succeed. So I have zero, not like little worry. I have zero worry about those little cases. They're not even in my head. If we're talking about the big thing, okay, think we're getting ahead. We're more ahead than we're behind in ONPASSIVE. Those are minor things, but don't worry about them. We assure you that you will have the best customer experience, whether the technology, the quality, or the assistance toward your success. I'm trying to train my tongue to stay away from the word support, okay? It's again, where the focus goes, energy flows, right? Remember that? So our energy, success. You're here to win. That's it. The overall picture, the big picture. That's what's important. What else we have to talk? I think we're done. I like to have fun. If you're not up to that, I'm going to find a different crowd. I know we have about 15 minutes here. Use me.
Okay.
All right. Throw the
F-U-N.
bomb.
F-U-N. Time to
There
have
you go.
some,
Look,
time to have
look,
some
you
fun.
see how the energy, when you mention fun, who steps in quickly?
Susie McCrae.
McCrae.
Yes.
Your
There you
identity,
go.
your
Yes.
DNA.
It's in my DNA.
It is beautiful.
You know, when
That's
I
why
was
we love
little,
you.
well, thank you. When I was little, I used
Anybody
to
here,
entertain.
before you say it, entertainer. Okay. Anybody who met Susie? Okay, those I think most of us on the panel here. Okay. Do you imagine hypothetically you would ever have an issue with her? Like no matter how much.
I don't think she ever gets mad though. She never gets mad.
Everybody would love her. I mean, not only that, it just like this is a person hard to disagree with. Let's learn from Susie how to be cool and have fun, enjoy it, and have the proper perspective about everything.
Oh, well,
That's
thank
why
you.
you inspire us. Yes.
Well, thank you, but I'm not perfect by any means. I, every once in a while, have a flare up. But when I was younger,
To me, you're perfect. Remember what
oh,
I taught you?
that's right. We're always,
Remember,
we are
you're
perfect.
perfect.
That's right. That's
How you
right.
see? Why not?
You're my
perfect to
other
me.
mentor. Yeah, I used to entertain, you know, people wonder why I do the hula hoop. When I was little, I grew up in a big family. I used to entertain at like 4 years old. My parents would have people over for dinner and I would dress up and do little shows for them and get them laughing. I know you find that hard to believe, all of you. Look at Michael's laughing, yeah. So one of the things I will be doing is I'm going to do entertaining at some point. Big time, okay? From that little girl who used to entertain in the living room. Chris, you up for it? Chris can be my sidekick.
So I'll say this, I'll back Ash. When I met Susie, I was completely thrown off guard because she's a very professional woman in the HR world. And when you meet Susie, man, it's like jumping onto a whole new ship because she had me laughing so hard. Literally, I broke a rib. She had me laughing so hard, but she's fun. And everyone that asked me about Susie, I said, listen, if anything, you got to meet Susie because she'll make you laugh. Don't ask me how, but she just finds it. Everything is fun to her and more fun. And she just made me laugh. I had a great time. One of the big things I loved about Boston. It wasn't even Ash Mufareh. I'm not afraid to say that. It was Susie McCrae. Susie McCrae made me laugh. So
you are too kind, and you haven't met the rest of my family because my sister Lisa is the funniest person, and my dad. I mean, that's why we still laugh all the time. But thank you. You guys are too kind. I mean, a lot of times I got flack for always not being as serious as I should be, but that never bothered me. I just was who I was. But thank you. Okay, Neeraj has his hand up. Neeraj, what's going on?
Ash, I just wanted to share that the website, ONPASSIVE website is fantastic. And also the blog option, I just went to the blog and that's fantastic. The visual thing. So I just wanted to share my excitement with you about
Thank you,
the
Neeraj.
new
Yeah. So there is a new website today. We just had one last Monday.
Yeah, I just checked up like 1 or 2 hours back. So maybe
Wow.
I was
Of
checking,
course I
maybe
know
it
that.
wasn't
And
available.
I love the word fantastic. So last week it was fantastic. Okay. 2 Mondays ago was fantastic. Today is fantastic. But this is exactly what we're doing. You build, you stabilize, make it concrete, scale. Build, stabilize, go to the next step. This is exactly what we're doing. So it's happening as kissing marshmallows, seamless. We're not sweating. There's not a day, not an hour behind. It's on time. In fact, we have the design for the July 4th one next Monday. Happy 4th of July, America, in advance. So we're going to have a new website. And it's natural, like drinking water, very easy and breezy. That's how we do it. Next one, we stress out a little bit. We go another notch, little exercise. Might be glitchy, but we stabilize it. Go to the next one. Where do we go? To the next one. We're starting where most company never touch. We're starting at the very, 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 very top. Appreciate the reminder, Neeraj. Yes, indeed, it's beautiful. I personally respect it. I agree, and we're now focused on the design. Remember, the next thing is going to be focused on the content, the video making, on the what do we focus on. So sites are going to change completely, inside outside.
Okay.
Ash, since you mentioned about 4th of July, a lot of founders are excited about it. Of course, Americans are excited because it's the Independence Day. But apart from that, a lot of founders are excited because you have told them that a lot of fireworks are expected apart from the fireworks that takes place on the Independence Day. So would you be in a position to clarify those things, or would that remain a surprise, or something happening on 4th of July?
No, I was just referring. Next Monday will be 4th of July, and we're going to have a new website, just like today. That's what I was talking about. I am not. The next event, to my knowledge, is going to be on the 2nd, which is Saturday. We have the UK event. I discovered there is a time conflict, so I'm going to speak with Red and the leaders and founders in there to see when we should come from the other side of, because at the time I'm going to be, you know what, I haven't done in a while, and I haven't seen the family, extended family. So to be specific, I'm going to be at the zoo at the time of the event, because I haven't seen my uncles for a while. So I'm trying to see if we can justify that. There's a reservation that happened. Okay, so I'm taking the monkeys to the junkies to the.
Oh, I thought they lived there. I thought.
Yeah,
lived at the
well, my monkeys are visiting their uncles, maybe.
Oh, which zoo? Which is it? Well, obviously in Florida. I hope it's a fun
Yes,
zoo.
Florida. Yeah, we've been there a few times. It's okay. My favorite one in Florida is Jacksonville. It was good.
Yeah. I went to
Yeah.
the one in Melbourne when my parents lived down there, and you actually can take a kayak around. I did it with my dad and see all the animals and feed the giraffes. So
Beautiful.
that's on the East Coast, Melbourne, Florida. That's a good one too.
Oh yeah, of course. It's not far. Okay. Beautiful.
Mm.
Any
Yeah.
relatives there?
Not anymore.
Live
They
there?
lived there. They went down for 23 years and then came back closer to us, but they enjoyed I think it's one
So
of
you
the
have a
only
zoo
ones.
now in the neighborhood? I'm saying, do you have any relatives stay living there? You did not.
I
I'm
got
not-
you. I
I'm-
got
I'm
you.
You're
not
falling
sure-
behind,
I'm
Zuri.
not sure he's
Yeah.
talking about going to an actual zoo, you know, Susie. Like he's talking
I'm sorry?
about going to his relatives and zoo, like not zoo.
I don't know. I think he's got a
It's called
reservation at a zoo.
fun, Michael. I don't know if they have that in Canada. It's called fun.
No, but I'm not. I think you may have lost Susie though. I'm just trying to make sure she's on the same page.
Oh yeah,
Does
my
she-
head's been a little
Are you saying
foggy.
she's falling behind?
I
Yeah,
am.
she's
I
talking
am
about
with-
the actual
All right.
zoo.
Okay, tomorrow she will get ahead. No problem.
Yeah. Everyone be kind. I had a crazy couple weeks.
Oh, wow.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Ash. I'm with you. Okay.
All right, let's go back to the fun. All right.
Okay. So July 2nd, we announced that, and Red's been announcing the event in the UK, and also Angie Hahn's having one in Germany that morning.
Yeah.
And those will be on Zoom.
Is Red here or no?
He's in Rome. So he he's been messaging a little bit, but
Today's the 30-year anniversary. Ready to
Yeah.
take to Rome.
yeah.
Is he with the
his
Pope or
30th.
what's happening?
Well, he's
He went to
definitely not with the Pope.
No, he went to the Pope earlier today. He talked about the Sistine Chapel and the Vatican and the Colosseum today on his live. They're having a great time.
Beautiful. So you're saying Jane is going to heaven just for putting up with him? Straight to heaven. Yeah, so I think we're gonna have to adjust the time. Either I'm gonna tune in from the zoo or we'll
I can contact him if you figure out what you want to do.
yeah, I mean, it just depends, like, why do they have a 1 hour window? So the event is 1 hour?
No,
That
I-
was
I
no.
didn't
well, I think he wanted to do part of some presentation. You didn't need to see that part. So you could probably come even later than that if you want, or earlier than that, whatever. You just
So,
let me,
yeah, I want to know all the options just so we can support
Okay,
them.
I'll find out.
Fantastic. And how are you doing, brother?
Any better it'd be illegal.
Wow, that would be criminal. Oh, gotta love that. Is another winner.
There you go. Does anyone else have something they want to?
Yeah, and there's
discuss?
one thing I want to tell you. If you guys want a zoo, you come over to my house, okay? I'll show you. I'll show you a zoo.
How much is the ticket?
It's free.
It's free if you feed them. It's free if you feed them, yeah. If you
It
feed
costs
the
you to
animals.
leave. Costs to leave. Oh, boy. So anything else going on this week?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we want to begin with the regrouping with the leaders, like have an internal discussion so we can have a more confidential brainstorm before we bring it up to the public, so we can have things, rationally done, because whatever we're speaking here is just either manipulated or misrepresented. We often, regret sharing things before doing that. So I thought it would make more sense for us to speak with the core and organize how are we going to manage the journey moving ahead. I mean, it just so much more information that we care about. We don't want to speak too soon or have room for manipulation. So I think, we're more headed to having like a corporate stick and not to have so many illustrations to that, just one story, and we all stick to it.
That sounds
Well,
good.
most of the trouble, as you may know,
Hey.
Susie, that we get in, it's not from us. It's either by some of our founders or some leaders who misspeak or misunderstand. Okay, sometimes it's not intentional. They have the goodwill, but sometimes it just gets off track, and we have to clean that up.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. I see Chris has his hand up, Mr. Hey.
Yeah, I apologize.
Well, let's see who's going to invite you on the next session, Mr. I'm not fun, Susie, all the fun. Okay.
Now, we're gonna have a challenge.
I think I have a
Ash
short
is-
memory. Yeah. Okay. Now I have a competition now. I want to be
There
the
you
clown.
Susie, you're not gonna win with Susie Ash. I'm sorry.
Oh,
She's-
gee.
No way.
listen,
I
she's
agree. I
she's
surrender.
naturally funny. I'm not gonna lie. I've really enjoyed her company. So, hey,
Yeah.
real quick, Ash, Patty McGuigan just texted me and he said, Chris, we had Ash coming on last. This is for the UK thing, but we can easily change that. If you could mention that, please. So basically, Patty's saying whatever it takes to get you there, Ash, they'll put you there. You
To the
let-
UK or
yeah, Patty
through
McGuigan
Zoom?
to their Zoom or their yeah. You want to go to the UK?
Zoom, virtual, yes.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah, short time, yeah. So yeah, let's speak that. I don't think we're going to discuss it now and take the time. Yeah, sure. Let's get in touch and see what options they give us. And I'm not sure how many speakers virtually are going to tune in. I'm sure they want some of us here to just. My understanding is going to be celebratory and recognition. Maybe mainly because I don't think they're going to talk about the founder position. That's already over, and not to sell the ONPASSIVE opportunity is too soon. All right. So ask me a question that will recap everything now, and that it will be useful for the attendees now, or anybody want to, like, what exactly will be useful. You might volunteer, Chris, if you wish, like what topic or things we should address that are useful to the majority, not just to a couple of people.
Well, let me try.
Yeah, go ahead, Charles. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, absolutely. We can do it, whatever is needed. We
Yeah,
have to take care of.
So no more new registration for new founders.
Sure, 100%, never.
That's done permanently. We have a few, maybe weeks, days before we get into the next phase. Get these
Sure.
some founders quite a bit. So what should
Sure.
we be doing in the interim?
Yeah, so clean up, and again, it's like stabilizing so we can go to the next one. We cannot go while we're having some pending issues, such as those logistics we've mentioned, and also the pending. Okay, so we're given that final window for anybody has pending, because legally, if somebody just like created an account under a short, like a reasonable period of time, we don't want to get into the term, and I don't want to mention the exact time, but you should give a prospective time just in case the person has a genuine interest and it's only a matter of the payment. So we're given that window, but typically it's like 6 months or 3 months. That's not what we're given here, okay? But as a consideration for that perspective, we just want to give that, obviously any time can be pulled out before we flush them out of courtesy. The company is allowing, if you really have a pending account, if you don't have a pending account, just close your ears. This conversation is completely irrelevant. If you have pending, just, final window before we flush them out, it is fair for us to allow them activate the account. You log in, it will take you to the, without OTP actually. You will be directed to the payment page. And as of now, we have the same payment page for all countries, standardized. So to have a pulse of the next phase, obviously the next phase is not going to be selling founders. Like it's very clear. So it's easy. It's like black and white. It's not like there's not a gray area. It's very simple. Okay, we're done with founders. That's pre-launch. That's early bird, technology adapters for ONPASSIVE. Done. Okay, so there's not one single registration. Very simple. The company will bankrupt if it doesn't sell anything. Okay, and we wouldn't close that unknowingly. How do you close it not having something in hand that you want to sell so you can survive? So easy breezy. Okay, got it. Okay, so we cannot afford to stay like that. And also the founder position is not a profitable package. Okay, for the value, for what we do, for the hassle, for the maintenance, and for what we offer. That is not a realistic price. So we're going into more now actual commercial sales. All right, that's it. And anything we do from this point on is commissionable. All right, meaning sales made, somebody else other than the ONPASSIVE account will also get a portion or a percentage of that sales.
So I got a question.
That's great.
Complicated, easy, breezy,
Very
simple.
very complicated. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, I got a question.
Absolutely.
Will the founder buttons be removed from the pages? I know it says, too late, or whatever it says. But will they? Yeah. Okay,
I extended for another week. Yeah, I said let's keep it. I love it.
I love it too.
To tell you, don't take it, for granted. I mean, this is a limited opportunity. So this is a reminder. So we could have removed it on the new website or previous website, but actually, it was a question from our managers today, and I said, no, let's keep it another week.
Okay.
Let's have a little fun with it, right?
People are clicking on it like mad, which is really funny.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Keep
Okay,
reminding.
Ash,
Yes.
Julie,
Kursminder
Julie has
here.
her hand up
So-
next. Okay.
Okay. Julie, go ahead. No
Yeah,
problem.
her hand's been up, and then you, Gersminder. Go ahead, Julie.
Okay.
Hello, Ash. I hope you.
Hi,
and your
Julie.
fam-
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Hope you and your family are well.
Very good.
Daryl and I have been talking the past couple of weeks. In the Julie and Milo show on Wednesday, we are planning to dive deep a little bit in the educational field and see the struggling, what's going on right now. So I reached out to Daryl and asked him, because he did a presentation with his educators group about Academy the other day, and I thought maybe we can bring them back into the Julie and Milo show and basically discussing about, the obstacles that the educators currently facing with. And so I'm asking them to come on. Daryl agreed, and also the 5 more participants going to be joining in that panel discussion. And at this point, the Academy information is what available to us on our website. So I believe that there will be questions and things that talk about Academy. And right now, what we are doing right now is we are saying, I think, I hope, I believe, but we don't know exactly what is going to happen. So what I'm sharing this with you here is that it's going to be on Wednesday at 6:30 on the Julie and Milo show. And if you are available at that time, and if you could come on, this is just an invitation, but not expecting, if you could come on and give us some more about Academy would be great. But that is, I just wanted to let you know that is going to happen on Wednesday at 6:30 on the Julie and Milo show, and Daryl and his educator group will be coming on. And we also asking everyone if they know educators, teachers, tutor, professors out there that wants to come in and listen to the discussions, and if we could put together kind of saying, what they are facing at this time. How can we work together, or ideas that we can do to change, to help solving that obstacles that they're going. So that's kind of like the idea around the discussion on Wednesday. So I thought I'd let you know if you're available.
Well, thank you for the invitation. Do you know my new hourly wage now?
I
$5.75.
don't.
$5.75 below minimum wage. Yeah.
It has gone up since the last time. I think last
All
time
right.
you said $5.
So yeah, I think it's possible. Again, the timing and all of that, we have to work on that. It just maybe we should have a standard schedule, maybe twice a day or something. I'm thinking loud with you. That's one of the essential topics or initial topics we need to discuss with you, the core leaders, and come up with a better plan. Because 6:30, so let's make maybe AM time, PM time. US based time zone, and same theme, code, all of that. What do you call it? The link, and then just topic changes, and maybe the host or the available people to run and manage those sessions. It will be easier. Okay, so that's kind of as much as I want to be in all of them, but it becomes a little bit hard to keep up with, because sometimes I have to watch. So I'm falling behind with some of the videos, because I had the managers work with me all weekend. Actually, they didn't have a weekend. They stayed up until 3 a.m., 4 a.m. their time zone. So they're, so the reason I'm saying this is potentially I'm gonna try to be there, but I want to add more information on the Academy topic, and maybe briefly, like one example. Okay, in August, I believe the second half of August, which is roughly a month and a half or so from now. Have you heard of the country Kurdistan? Kurdistan. Okay. So they ONPASSIVE is invited. We're going to have 2 speakers from ONPASSIVE. Engineer Muhammad Kamal is one of them. We'll be going to that country, and it is with their prime minister and some major, governmental elite positions, and they are discussing briefly the other scope and technologies of ONPASSIVE, but mainly education and some business, financial, other elements. So we're invited, all paid for, just to clarify that. Fly, stay for about a week. It will be on them. They're interested on what we have in ONPASSIVE. That's one whole country. All right. And there are other countries who we are in contact. I'm talking about major countries with populations in the millions, to be specific, who have, so we have direct, our counselor is also a counselor for that, the president of that country. And I mentioned that before. So in their system, you might want to look this up, they have they mandate tablets. So every student has a tablet by default. So Academy is also is something in anticipation, so they can have it downloaded by default on the, I'm talking about millions, okay? So every student, this is what they will grow up with. Now, recently, we've had a discussion about another product, not mentioned, never been done before, okay? I'm sorry, there are 3, okay, but one of them is another branch of the educational system. In fact, the sketch calls it education. That is different from ONPASSIVE. which is something called OTT. If you know what OTT means, it is over the top, meaning something like a Netflix system. So you have classes, courses, education, entertaining education with our own studios and graphical animation, all done in a very entertaining style that is giving you access with a subscription to unlimited. We already have the team, and ironically, we found another team was, in the past they worked due to budget and logistics and all of that, they got stuck, but we were able to onboard them. We had to change the framework completely. Obviously, they were working a different language that doesn't fit in ONPASSIVE. Roughly 35 people, they will be in by August. So July, August, we are onboarding them to ONPASSIVE. The project will take about 100 days. Okay, I'm talking about calendar days. The market cap is, in one country, $35 billion. Everything that we have, and it's already, it's not like we're going to start. Okay, we already had the foundation for it and the infrastructure. Now, where we are now is already ahead of the market, and the timing for it, I will be speaking more specifics, on the following events. That alone, I mean, it's just another, $300 billion maybe on the table. It is related to education. So the Academy concept is much broader than or initially thought, and it's in fact branching off as of now to other concepts. And I know 1, 2, 3, well, 2 of them are for the first time. Like, you have nothing like it, like never been done before, but there is a similar value, but now we've added more innovative values. Okay, as you know, for the last 2 weeks now, it's been already 2 weeks completely where we're adding innovative features. Some teams, I'm talking about super professionals, like not average people, big minds. Okay, they just come and get paid, and they brainstorm. They come, sip coffee, tea, whatever, the whole day. They're just thinking and exchanging ideas and all of that. And at the end of the week, like the day before yesterday, Saturday and Friday, I got to see what they gathered. I got to see like additional features in ONET or Connect and some other products, Academy, of course, but it will, okay, with all the respect, Julie, okay, and everyone else, it will not have a person who listened for 5 minutes leave without a headache. And I'm thinking physical headache. I guarantee, if you want to listen to me, I'll be happy, to share some when time allows. Okay, like some of the innovative features we came up with, and now in the pipeline. Okay, we've streamlined them immediately. We don't sit on them because they're crazy. Okay, I guarantee if you want me to talk on those topics, you need a box of pills next to you. I guarantee it, or whatever cools you up, because it will be head spinning stuff like nothing you've ever heard of or thought. It is scary. It's like gaudy stuff. Like you think, my goodness, like I gave you a glimpse a couple of sessions ago about one feature, like how you can read on the emotional and mindset of your attendees. We've gotten way crazier. So Academy as a name, as what's available on the website, that's just a name. That's just like to anchor somewhere what we're talking about. But what we haven't talked about is more of the specifics and the real deal, and that is mind-boggling. I mean, mind-boggling is a humble description to what we have. And I wouldn't talk to you now, you know me, you know what I eat, where I live, all of that. I wouldn't want to be an idiot and tell you something now and tomorrow you find elsewise, right? You're not going to trust me. So I better be as accurate as possible, okay? And if I say or have a big talk or tell you it is amazing, it's mind-boggling, and you find an anthill, you know, level of our production, tell me what a joke. Okay, I'm not going to follow you on the next one. I'm going to tell you, when you see one product of ONPASSIVE, the rest you're not going to listen to the presentation. You're just going to grab it. And that's my strategy been from day one. If I offer something, it has to be not the best. It has to be above your imagination to really get your heart, okay? And the rest is just automatic. So it's everything is shaping up exactly how I envisioned it, and I'm blessed to say that we are at a level now we're getting okay, not just ahead, but we physically today, okay, as a reflection of those sessions over the weekend. Hope you enjoyed the weekend. Okay, I enjoyed them because this work is enjoying to me, or enjoyable, and they were able to delegate the work across the teams, and now more minds are getting it and more excited, and more are just really, whoever colleagues they have or in the past or former co-workers, they're just, you gotta come here. This is taking over everything, and they're getting it, and now we're just going to do that day and night. And one of not a hopeful, wishful policy, but actually we already have been on the hunt of the following. Some companies, I'm talking about the biggest companies, not big companies, the biggest company, the biggest. If you think of the top 100, so we've been on things that are like we overlap in some of the features or benefits. Okay. They actually disclose. I mean, I'm going to give you an example. You would see Mercedes project in 2030 or something. Okay. Like what is the next, what do they call it? Like the prototype or the futuristic, you know, model that they're going to come up with. That is disclosed. Okay. Ambition. Okay. So we've collected the ambition of a futuristic features of some companies, making them happen now. By the time they reach them, we will be the realistic exact number 2 to 3 years ahead. Always. That's not, I'm not saying 5 years, I'm not saying 10 years, because we cannot, but we want to guarantee based on the calculation, like they have this by, like, you know, 2027 by this. Okay, realistically, so we want to make sure that we touch that today, tomorrow's technology today. Okay, and then when we get to that tomorrow, 3 years from now, we already have another 3 years ahead. So we constantly were 3 years ahead of the market. I'm talking about the biggest, not some companies, the biggest tech companies were 3 years ahead of them constantly. And so we're excited about work more than just like, okay, when the time and all that. Because when you don't think ROI, and that's the same thing, we don't think ROI, we return on investment. We think of, if it's good, we're going to do it now. We love to add the most value. That's why everything has changed in ONPASSIVE in terms of value, the structure, the flow, all of that to the better, because we became much, you know, stronger and more valuable in every aspect. I wasn't talking about that if I come on Wednesday. That was done like the first 2 minutes. But this whole rant was just another opportunity. Sometimes I take the question as an opportunity to dive in a similar, you know, topic or content.
I appreciate that very much, Ash. And yes, I do believe there's some
I'm going to try to be there 6:30 or 7 maybe. Okay, I will try.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Yes, I do believe the day that I have a little bit of understanding about ONPASSIVE, I believe that there is some sort of gaudy spiritual behind everything that you are doing. So thank you.
Like AI things, you're gonna think this is voodoo stuff. Like, are you serious? We got this? No, we got minds who, and again, now it's going faster than I can think, because you don't have one
Wow.
brain. You don't have one brain. You have so many, and you know, they're throwing ideas, and we say, no, no, we're not going to analyze. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Any idea is a good idea. We just love. We're passionate about technologies. Not only technologies, any work. Like, you know, remember last time I told you, again, we're done with Julia and Milo's show appointment. It was, so now we're expanding the conversation on the physical product. We said we have one successful prototype in the past. As of today, we have 3. So what I have been getting updates while we're talking now on one topic again that will contribute to reshaping the planet, and this is not a selling marketing punchline. This is a physical scientific statement with 100% accuracy, and you know, based on the facts. It is factual. One thing that we are testing, okay, now, before, we're not going to offer anything to the market until it's patented, until we close it. If I need, you know, 50,000 lawyers on one product, I'll do it. They are that important. Once we protect it in a capsule 100%, then we decide how we sell it. If it's going to be a part of ONPASSIVE, more likely, yes, I love ONPASSIVE. Okay. And, you know, which means that everybody can enjoy somebody's idea. One of us would come up with an idea, could be a founder, could be a customer, it could be a staff, it could be a partner, it could be whoever come up with the idea, but passively we all benefit from that, because we are the doers, okay? We are ONPASSIVians, and we will make it happen, and we all get to enjoy it, and generations upon generations will enjoy what we are making now. So
I
the 3
love that.
things I talked about, the physical 3 products, the word product is not, they're inventions. Go back to the Wright brothers and Addison again, they're that level. Is our life the same before them? No. Our life is completely different. Okay? I'm talking about those. This is the level of the 3 things that we have tested, and now we're going to go to the phases of approval and patenting and all of that, and more to come. We just have crazy people now. I haven't shared all of them with you because, again, we're going to protect, because it's so easy now to track and trace and all of that, and that's the last thing we want to get distracted by somebody. You know, a lot of people, you know, they have money, and that's powerful. They can really get their hands on anything if they like it, and what we have is not likable, is adored by so many so-called billionaires.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I just wanted to take this opportunity to remind all the founders that recently joined us, when you're listening to this, and also previous sessions where Mr. Ash Mufareh came on, you might not understand it at all, right? You may not understand it at all, but all you gotta do is just go back to those conversations and joined in with the webinars that offer during the week, just come with an open mind and open heart, right? All you got to do is do just that, because a lot of leaders who runs webinars, right, who give you that information, their goal is for you to be able to see and understand what they see, right? So all we got to do is just come open-minded, open heart, and just receive the information. The more you listen to it, the more you will be able to understand the things that Mr. Ash said here, or the leader said here, and then connecting some of those dots. You know, I have to say this, Ash, but every time I listen to what he said, it's really soothing. And not only that, what you're going to do is you're going to go back to the previous conversation that he said, take some of the details and then start connecting the dots. You will be able to see the bigger picture. And I believe this is only me making this up. And I see it also that he focused on security, safety for humanity, right? Anything that he's creating right here in ONPASSIVE has values. And I believe the values is privacy, security, safe for humanity, right? And also being in control.
Nothing but good comes from ONPASSIVE, guaranteed, guaranteed. No harm, zero harm ever, or greed, or just to benefit company owners or a few. No, nothing but good for the majority will come from ONPASSIVE. That is my pledge permanently.
Yeah, we love that. And you know what I love, Ash, is that you've created an environment for your staff and for the founders to be creative. I mean, how many companies out there have them working on a product, and then the product's done and you say to them, okay, start thinking of other things. I mean, that must be just so satisfying to those people to have the freedom.
The fun begins, yeah.
Exactly.
Your dream becomes our work, yeah.
Yeah,
Our mission.
Hey, I do
No
want
one
to.
does
I do
that.
want to point out, though, you do use the word crazy a little more than you did a few months ago. Okay, so it's
Thanks
not
to you. Thanks
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah, Susie McCray.
Cray cray.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, cray. But I think that's just wonderful, because who wouldn't want to work in that environment where they have the space and the time to dream up things. I mean, I think it's just great, Ash. I mean, that I don't think anyone else is doing that. But we
Yeah.
have Gersminder with his hand up. So
Oh, I'm
we go to
sorry.
him.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Gersminder,
I
Gersminder,
completely forgot. I hope that didn't delay your thought. But
Oh.
Gersminder, okay, this
Yeah.
is something that everybody should know. Okay, when you see the confidence is elevating from, again, I want to tie that up to, I'm going to see you tomorrow, I'm going to see you next time, I'm going to, okay, just take it, okay, as this is what I'm able to tell you now. This is not the whole thing. This is just, I'm choked up. Like, I want to say more because I love what we're doing, and I'm proud of what we're doing and what we're, where we're headed, all of us, okay? And of course, you know who you want to share it with the family, but you want to make sure it's proper, the timing and the scope of it, where it leaks and what is protected. So by all means, I don't intend to tease as much as, you know, it sounds like that, but I would love nothing more than, I want to tell you more, and the actual inventions, but it will be like a fatal you know, decision if I do that today. But once we protect some of the stuff, I'm talking about reshaping the planet. I'm talking about Edison level. I'm talking about Ford level. I'm talking about Wright brothers and etc. This is the level of things that we're working on. That's just a physical. Add to that, you know, the ecosystem, the digital ecosystem alone. And now we're not talking about just these products as you know them. whether it's Academy, you know, she asked me about if I'm coming to that, but I went more. Why? Because there's more. I wish you know more, okay? But I'm trying to navigate, which is not an easy job. It sounds like he's a horrible speaker, but because I'm talking to Julie, but in my mind, the SEC is listening, SEC by the Security Exchange, because they're gonna watch anything. The FTC is watching, the Indian government is watching. This is and my team legal team is gonna also yell at me. It's okay. And you got the inventors themselves, and you got the team, and you got the. So I'm not talking to you per se. It sounds like I'm talking to you, but I'm having all the ears listening to me, okay, and I have to be responsible. So whatever message comes out might be scrambled in a way. Too bad. That's what I can say now. Now it's not difficult for me to get a 1-minute video that will blow your mind. How does that happen? But obviously that has to happen when you see it. And we're not where I want you to see, like a physical invention. If you see it, that's it. I mean, you are not going to sleep. Okay. So talking about the digital products now, just the digital, what we're talking about, okay, whether it's Academy or what you know is like, okay, this is a good product, a good market cap, it's promising, it's fair, low price point, more features. No, I have to tell you, that's past. We're way ahead now. Remember how I started the conversation? We're ahead more than we're behind as ONPASSIVE, and that means you're winning, okay, overall. And so we're so ahead now that we are already talking about every product to have disruptive features. We call it innovative features and disruptive features interchangeably, okay? So we say that internally. So those disruptive features, okay, disruptive, like never been done before, obviously, and having them, they're so incredibly amazing, okay, and forget the how. That's not in our dictionary. How do we do that? No, we always find a way to do it. That's not. Don't get stuck with the how. As long, whenever we think it's done, okay. The minute you think it, it's over. Just a matter of time. 3 months, 5 months. Like some things we just thought about, we put 100 days cap to it with the 35 people that they are available in the market, and we're just onboarding them. It's not, we're going to have to look for them. So now we're bringing 35 just for one department. And of course, we're going to add a few more to them. So now that's a 50 people, one department. That's the whole product with, I would think easily 100 to $300 billion, easily in one country, $35 billion, like on the table. But we have disruptive features day one. By the time you know how to use it and play with it and be excited to share it, we are 3 years ahead. By the time the market start coming by the hundreds, by the thousands, by the millions, that's just one product. We're talking about 3 years ahead and on and on. One feature, I'm not talking about if I have a whole conversation, pick one product. ONET. You thought ONET, we're gonna have a social media platform. No, okay, it's not a social media platform. Okay, or even OConnect. Like this, you're gonna have a webinar platform. No, we have to change it. It's bigger, much, much bigger. So let's take ONET. Okay, this is incredibly a perfected solution to what sounds like social media, but social media is one tiny element of it. When you put AI, it's a monster, okay? It will blow your mind. If I talk to you one day, like we take a whole session, maybe 1 hour to talk about one feature in one product. So we're not gonna talk about like 14, 15 features in one product that none of them been done before, completely disruptive, innovative. We're gonna have to talk about the names. Like we have a temporary name because it doesn't exist, but we're gonna fine tune it until we have a name for it, okay? There's not a name in the market. So needless to say, the technology itself exists. So we have like raw naming policy now, We call it so and so for now. We call it so and so for now. Okay. So we are the market. We are the technology. We are the education. One feature. If I talk to you for 1 hour, if you want to take an appointment with me, you promise me to have a box of pills next to you. I am not kidding. I am not kidding. But you have to be up to the challenge. Like you want to come, you want to open your mind all the way, no distraction whatsoever. You want to focus. Not going to talk about the logistics. We're going to just go hardcore technology and products. And I'm going to take you to space. And you're going to say, wow, that's like a new science fiction. I'm going to tell you, nope. It's a reality. It's factual. It's in the pipeline. All right, Gushmander, what else we going to add to it? I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Ash. Really, it's like my head is already spinning, and just I want to listen to you hours and hours together. You know, your passion, with such a passion you speak, and we just want to listen to you. And thank you for all your vision and what you are doing actually. And we know you have a passion. You want to bring the finest technologies to ONPASSIVE, and we are really thankful, Ash, for your vision. And we know whatever you are going to deliver, that would be like out of all this contest, whatever we are having right now in this tech world. So thank you all for what you're doing. It was really refreshing and nice topics which you bring all together in every webinars. And I know you want to tell lots and lots of things to us, but yeah, definitely you have restrictions before it goes to public. You just want to keep it, bring it all together and then reveal everything. We understand all that. Yeah, I have just a small question, when we are going to the next phase, and where you say that things will be like commissionable, and so we as a founder, do we remain here in O Founders, or we go to like onpassive.com? This is my question.
Not the very next one, okay, but gradually we're going to fade into the ONPASSIVE dashboard, where for the public, it's not founders, so but founders would have access. So we're talking about some could have the access to the product itself, okay, but again, it's one single sign-on for you. And then once we believe the infrastructure for the back office is ready for, because it's just so overwhelming. So the challenge for the ONPASSIVE dashboard is to go there without somebody just having, to fall off their chair when they see it, okay? Because it's so much. How can you, something gigantic fitted into a small area? So gradually we're going to fade into like less and less addition to O Founders. And gradually we'll end up in ONPASSIVE, but we also have a combination. We can access a certain product. There's some products is not even on the list, and it will open before having the complete ecosystem on the ONPASSIVE dashboard. So what I'm saying, like some of the products that you don't even know about that are ready will be done. Well, not will be done, that's improper. Okay, so some are like done to be, say, packaged, okay, for a price, agree, and I want to share them with you. Again, things remaining, price, how much commission, how, all of that, these are the details, but the coding is done. Okay, like one product is so crazy. Okay, I think I can share with you that is not on the list. Okay, and the name is pending. We call it so and so for now. Oh, something for now. Okay, we call it so. It's ready. Never mentioned it to you, not once. I can take you to a website right now. It's live. It's there's videos, everything, but we call it so and so for now. I don't want to leak it out. But because it's ready and it's like it's so quickly we can add it to there, this will flip the networking need. I think all of you would love it. Why? Because it's gonna connect you with the similar interests. So up until now, like let me give you examples. You have LinkedIn, okay, you have ONET, you have Facebook, you have some social, some personal, and some dating aspects. So what about something that completely AI? Charles Osang walking in one of the malls or shopping centers and all of that on your device. Oh, by the way, it's an app. We already have the app. It's already on the App Store. Okay, never mentioned that. Thank you, Gersminder, for pulling that out of me. Okay, where Charles loves fishing. That's a different perspective than Charles is an IT engineer. Okay, that's one thing. But so it's gonna know that Joe is walking there or in a hotel room next door or in the lobby. Okay, it's gonna be specific thanks to OTracker. Where is that match of interest? Gonna pop up something on their app. What is Charles and what is Joe on both apps and both accounts? And the pop-up is going to be interested, not interested. I'm interested, not interested. Most often we are walking to the person that could have changed our life entirely, and we have so much in common, but we don't know them. We don't know. And that's one challenge. And another challenge, we have no, like we don't have the courage to an icebreaker, like to come and approach them and open a conversation. Not everybody's a talker, right? But what if that pop, and whether the books they read, AI knows the things that you linked in, like, okay, so obviously it will pop up the entire profile, because if you say, I'm a teacher, like a science teacher, or I am a nail technician or something, whatever, okay, you feel it? Okay, so it's going to know your skills. You don't have to write that. You don't have it, just going to read. So you tell it, it's going to list everything that goes around that space and all the orbit of your hobbies. Okay, you are a drummer, you're a musician. Beside that, you are a nail technician, you are an IT, but at the same time, you love watching movies and what kind of movies and all of that, and you never have to do the talk. So all of the data is in there. You just say what you like, and that's it. We know the rest. Okay, so if you like fishing, the details that follows the topic of fishing already there, and that person so is going to approach that. Oh my God, this person knows so much. Now there's no blockage in between you and the next person. And guess what? If I'm interested, now you have a contact, but a perfect match. Your network, his network, my network, at least we're going to be connected virally like that. Okay, I'm talking about the hundreds of millions, because everybody connects with it. And this doesn't require prospecting, the usual, or selling, or presentation, or not. This is 100% AI, the machine, like a voodoo, or my God, like one time, one of the sessions I said, it's a little negative, but don't think of it okay that way. I said everybody has a ghost when we die, but this technology, this product, is also the ghost of your ghost. Take it to that level. I don't know if you can go that deep with me. All right, so I don't know the math or the the scientific aspect, but when somebody passes away, we know movies and all of that. There could be a haunted house or a ghost for that person. that person is like invisible, or I don't know, it's a ghost, not a person, but knows more than we think they know, okay? This AI product, this AI technology, to me, I called it as like a ghost of a ghost. It takes you way deeper, that it knows so much. Like this is almost like a voodoo stuff. So this is not a product that ever existed, anything similar. All right. So for example, we might not have to do it. It's just an app. We do it for a certain money, okay? A subscription, want to commission you that, and it will connect the world like it will grab it like that. Okay, of course, has to be in our data center. We have to be prepared and all that, because that alone, it will just get everybody on the planet on this, because it goes beyond professional. It goes beyond any interest. Okay, and you don't, it's effortless. It brings you the proper contacts virtually. All right, and physically next to you. If they're walking by, you know, these 5 people are like, it's going to have them as a GPS, and the level of match and common or commonality between you and them, and like pop interested, not interested. You just ignore it, or I'm interested. Might be, okay, very simple. Might be walking and you have no idea that this person right next to you is a founder of ONPASSIVE, just like you. You would never know without this application. You would never know. They're passionate about ONPASSIVE. You're passionate. You are both founders. That's one thing. And now you connect. Oh, I know Sally, my neighbor too, and they're going to bring, and they're going to bring, and now you are all connected. This will bring the world like no other technology together spontaneously, immediately. It's not going to take a long time. It's so simple. Okay. And let me see the video, how long it is. That will explain to you how, like, because you're going to see it, like just a navigation. A minute and 16 seconds.
Do it.
So
You can share the screen if you like.
yeah, everything is about network and the connection and who you know and who is in your circle. But this will connect you to everybody instantly. All right. And what was the word there? I love it. You're never alone. Okay. Never alone. Never lonely. And they tell you technology and artificial intelligence is going to take our social, element away. No, it will bring us together when you do it right, the ONPASSIVE way.
Absolutely, Ash. Like whatever you are saying right now, yesterday actually my daughter, she was talking to me, and it like we were talking about ONPASSIVE and when will be the launching and when will be the this thing happens and this thing will be coming. So she accidentally she told me, okay, Papa, you just tell Ash that develop one something like that he can give to all the founders, and the founders then come everything whatever there is stored with in Ash mind, and so everybody could get in that what Ash is thinking. So like you are
I
telling
love that.
this thing.
And she's a genius. Yeah, actually, I think that there's something that Elon Musk is working on it. What it calls something link, which is in that area. But I thought about Susie. Your mom was reading the other day, right?
Yes, she was
And she
reading.
is how old or young?
She'll be 92 in November.
Is it safe to say that she's been reading for 80 years?
Longer.
80 years. Okay, I'm good with that, or longer.
Okay, yeah, you could say.
Can I
yeah, she-
imagine? Can you imagine everything, especially if we have that interest, that Susie's mom read? I can transmit it, transfer that to my brain. She does the reading, I get the benefit. Can you do that? So yeah, your daughter is
Oh
on the
my
right
God.
track. Yeah, so this is crazy stuff, but let's not talk about that today. So can you imagine, like, but I don't want to know this idiot's knowledge, right? Because I don't want to clone anything of of their brain, right? Some people, you just hope you never get anything.
As you just, we don't
But-
want to
But I'm
like stop
impressed
this
of so
webinar
and
today.
so how Gursminder talks, or how Charles, his knowledge about this, or how Bob, knows about technology, anything. And can you imagine there's a way for us to transfer knowledge, not from a computer to computer, from a brain to another? I know if your head is about to explode, yeah.
Like
Wow.
Young Frankenstein, the movie.
It's insane. Yeah. Well,
Keep going, Ash. Keep
Frankenstein.
going. We
there's
don't
so
want
many,
to
there's
end this
so many
webinar.
things, Susie. I'm sorry. I'm having like a audio conflict with you. I'm sorry, Griswinder. I don't mean that. But Susie, so many ideas or things where just science fiction movies decades ago, they are reality, like the smartphone. They used to talk
Exactly.
virtually a long time ago. I mean, 20 years ago was like, okay, you're telling me it's going to be a camera, it's going to be a watch, it's going to be a calculator, it's going to be a GPS, it's going to be a bank wallet, it's going to be this, it's going to be that, all of that in one. Compass and a phone and a text and computer all in one. I would have been like 30 years ago, I'll tell you, like, you're giving me a headache. All right, let's wrap it up. Grisminder, anything else you want to say?
No, I was just saying that we don't want to stop this webinar today. We just want to hear from you. Just keep going on.
Yeah, like I said, we don't know how much you know. If it's 1%, 10% at a good, optimistic assumption. If you know 10% of 90%, now I mentioned on the last ONPASSIVE 360 the nature of the next percentage, whether it's 1, 10, 5, whatever you know. Like Julie mentioned, you joined recently. You probably, we don't assume you know that 10% at a good pay, at a good ratio. If you know 1%, get ready for the next 1%. It is bigger in volume. The impact of the nature of the 10% or the following percentage is far bigger, because now we have the foundation, we have the trust, we have all the bases to scale it, to take it to the next level. So get ready for the next 10%. I consider the first 10% is like an introduction to a new lifestyle, and more of building up that new setting. Okay, but now is going to get interesting. Okay, crazier. I mean, unless you come up with something else, brother, we'll use it. Yeah, it will get crazier. And when we say crazy to the new people, thank you, Julie, for bringing that to our attention. Okay, this is a term for sophisticated, intelligent things, not like people who are, yeah. So that's what we mean. It's almost like a genius noun or adjective.
Who wouldn't want to hang out with us? Huh, Ash?
Exactly.
Who wouldn't want to hang out with us?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what else is going on?
we love sharp people, definitely, and doing good, not just like doing criminal stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Chris? All right.
Yeah, because there are, sadly, there's some intelligence, but for what?
Wow.
What is that picture, Chris? Are you watering the yard or what?
Oh
What is
yeah,
that?
he's watering
Lemonade.
himself.
My
Yeah.
lemonade.
Wow.
He's got to
Look,
fill
look
that.
at look at look
gotta
at
fill-
look at that.
Got to fill that hump so he can last a couple weeks.
Thank
Hey,
you so
Marty,
much.
Wait a minute. You see Marty's ring? Ask, look
Yeah,
at
I want to
Marty's
ask
ring.
about Marty's Super Bowl ring. What the hell's that, Marty?
Where is it?
It
I
looks
didn't
like
see it. Oh,
he's got this big ass ring on his hand. Marty, what's going?
oh wow.
Where'd you get that, Marty?
Oh my
What's
God.
it say? I can't read it. Oh, you're muted, Marty.
Marty, you're muted.
Marty, you're muted.
That's like Abe Lincoln
I'm passive in it to win it.
rubber stamp. Oh my goodness, it's
Oh
beautiful.
my goodness. Where'd you get
What?
that?
I love it.
Some guy
I
makes
love
them. He's making one for Ash. Ash just doesn't know it, so keep it secret. Hey,
Oh,
Ash,
I won't tell-
what
I won't
size,
tell
Ash?
Ash.
What size finger, Ash?
I don't know.
What's
I
your
have to
thing?
look at my rings. Yeah, I don't wear
I
them.
would say he's
because-
probably a 9.
Yeah, he's got real skinny fingers.
No, they're not that skinny.
They're skinny. He's
Yeah,
got
see?
skinny fingers. Look at him.
What size is yours?
As long as I
Marty?
have a fat brain.
Take a
That's
wild,
right.
take a wild guess, Susie.
You don't want to know. Susan.
10?
9.
10?
No,
8,
9?
9.
Double digits.
8,
No.
9.
no.
11?
It's not more than 10. It's not more than
It-
10, no
it's
matter what you try.
It's 17.
Nah.
No, I
That's
promise
a
to
hula
God.
hoop.
No,
That's a,
it's a 17.
that's a hula hoop, is it?
It's a,
That
it's an
could be
ankle.
enough.
Well, for Julie, it'd be an ankle bracelet. But yeah,
Okay,
It-
well,
I don't believe it. Do you believe it? I don't
You know,
believe it.
no, it's
you
17.
guys say I'm funny. I still think Ash is the funniest person I've ever met.
It's a
So
17.
hula hoop, Ash, you crack me up every day. Every day.
Could you put your hand up, Ash?
Put your hand up, Ash.
Long fingers.
Ask your wife what size your ring finger
Yeah,
is.
find out, Ash. I want to know.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
gotta
get the
find
ring.
out.
I need to know.
Oh, here he goes.
I
No,
hope
he
Yeah.
does a really good job. He's got different styles. You met him, Julie.
yes, he came to the California event and
okay,
made
okay.
a pair of earrings and
Okay.
a pendant for me.
I've
Once
never wore a
Ash
ring in
comes
my
back,
life.
I'll-
But this one,
Hold on.
I never wore a ring in my life. So.
You could put a liner in that ring and make a pool.
Now, Chris, you said I'm funny. You make me laugh all the time.
Yeah, he's so funny.
Chris
Yeah.
is funny.
Michael, come on, say it. Say it, Michael. I know you
Say
Say
got
it.
Mike,
Say it.
Michael,
You gotta say it, Michael.
come on, Michael.
Getting
Look at it. Wait, if he's gotta take this long, it's not good.
That's why we're waiting. That's why
No.
we're waiting for your story, Susie.
Well,
We're
I
waiting-
think-
we're waiting for that
Oh
story,
yeah, we're
Susie.
waiting for the big story. Yeah, well, that's one of many, Michael. But I think Ash is in
The
trouble
full
from the
story.
family. Ash is in trouble from the family comment about the zoo. So,
Yeah.
because I think his wife overheard him saying that.
Oh, well, hey.
Everyone
Oh, wow.
I'm sure it wasn't the first time, Susie.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so let's get
No,
side.
there's-
queen side.
Looking for my ring, yeah. So we don't know where it is.
all right.
My wife doesn't know. I'm
Okay.
not a ring, you know.
I'm not
person.
either. I just
I'm
got
gonna
it because
hang
the
up.
guy gave it to me. That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Josh is
No
someone that,
watch, nothing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Josh
me
is
either.
someone that's-
Well, watch won't twist my wrist. So
so
I
Josh
have to
is,
sign off. I have to sign off. I'm sorry.
When?
I love
you-
everyone. Right?
And Joe's done. We're done if Susie's leaving.
Susie, you go. We're done.
Yeah, we're
The
The
done.
fun is done. The fun is over. Yeah.
The
How
fun
come-
is done.
How can we go without you?
Yeah, there you go.
Susie
Okay.
takes the fun with her.
Yeah, no problem.
There you go.
Anything else? Yeah, we'll see you next time, Susie. Probably will connect in one of the sessions, either on Wednesday or.
Okay.
Okay. Well, take care. Say hello.
You just let us know, Ash. We'll be there to help. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. But we have to start.
We love you. We love you, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you. I'm gonna
And
share
I'm
some.
coming down. I'm coming down to wherever that is behind you. Okay, even if the food is
That's-
bad.
That's Lake Osceola in downtown Orlando.
Yeah.
It's a good walk.
Boston.
Not like Boston Common, no. Oh, did you hear Chunky?
Boston.
Yeah. At
Yeah.
first he was New York, New York. He loved it, but then like now he's Boston. Like, okay, we live in Orlando. No, Boston. Okay.
Well, if he ever comes
Ah,
up here for
you heard
school, we'll
that?
take good care of him.
This is
Yeah.
Orlando. This is Orlando, Florida.
Yeah. No, Chunky wants to be in Boston
Do you want to be in
with his
Orlando?
harmonica.
Yeah? Okay. Good boy. Are you smart? Are you funny? Funny?
Hmm.
Who else is funny? Susie? Oh my God, he is hilarious. Okay. I have to tell you, I don't know if you know, there's some. Let's investigate that. Okay. But I'm going to tell you the statement. Funny people by design are often intelligent, above average. Okay. You're not going to have a dummy person who cracks jokes that make sense or make you think. Yeah. That will be an idiot. Yeah. That's a different fun. Okay. But you don't want them to be relatives or friends. But if you have a relative or friend that make you laugh, that's a plus.
Did you hear that, Dawn? She gave me a mean look.
I totally agree.
All right,
You
we'll
know,
see you next
we
time.
all need to be around fun people.
Exactly.
Love you, Ash. Thank
Love
you.
you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you so much for being here, Ash.
thank you. So before we go, Julie, okay, I asked and Chris said I have other things, and then we got into your topic. But anyone else wanna? Charles asked only one thing, and it's a minor question. Is like the next phase,
And I have the answer to that.
or
And
that's enough for everything was in mind, because Chris sounded like he has a million other topics.
I just wanted to know, I want you to talk to all the people that are doing the webinars. I know all of the products are very important. Is there specific products that you would really like us to bust down in these webinars that we're going to be doing now to actually to promote as far as
Yeah.
you're coming out that?
Sure. The things that are very close to market level, and the initial ones, I'm gonna tell you exact. Okay, we are pushing them as a priority because of the importance of it. Like, for example, as much as big and good OSTAF got, but believe it or not, is not one of those that we're putting our focus and emphasis on it. Okay, so the first three I'm gonna tell you immediately. Like, you have to Ocademy, Oconnect, and ONET. Okay, and of course, second round will be. I'm not saying a different level, but there's a sense of urgency on the first three, but then you have also OBLESS, OMail, those type of products who will revolutionize, and they have the millions. But the product I just mentioned today, once you know it again, it's a minute, 16 seconds. You watch it, aha, I got it. And everybody's gonna have to want it, okay? Whether it's $10 or $100, it's a piece of cake. That's one sale, that's one package. We will make it commissionable. It's crazy. It's an app, it's on the website. So there will be more products as we come. But I think you got my quick answer, which is OConnect, Academy. Those are the products, and of course ONET. That we're preparing them because the disruptive features they have will take over everything. And then bless, say with me, mail. I said, yeah. Actually, the chat. Oh my God. Okay, so that's another revolutionary thing. It's just insane. I wish I can. Susie left. I think we should stop. That's not the reason, but I don't want to open another topic. So yeah, chat is probably I will add it to the first group. Okay, chat. It is not chat anymore. Okay, again, it's a different animal. It's a complete different animal. It will disrupt everything. Okay, let me give you one tiny feature. Attention. Okay, Marty DeGarmo, leave everybody else and focus with me. Okay, I want your brain with me. Just one feature about chat, and tell me if this is chat, if this is a chat bot or what. Okay, so typically, if I have, if I'm talking to you, if the chat bot, so is gonna see what you're reading on the website. Okay, and you have been more than 13 seconds on one place. That means either you got your attention or you're not getting anything. The chat is going to pop up and tell you, I help you? You're thinking of this or that. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing is going to tell you exactly, okay, and by the way, if you're looking at, you know, this feature or this product, today it is for this price, and let me show you how it works. Guess what's going to happen? Now you're going to be thinking, okay, I'm going to have to get a person on the phone or do that for me for the first time ever. Just because of what you're saying, or if you have a conversation, let's say Neeraj is having a conversation with Michael, okay, on ONET or on one of the application, okay, that, did you see that new feature in this phone or something? Like you're just talking about, oh, I love it. What's going to happen on one of the products, the website, the chat bot is going to pop up for one of the publishers who are publishing with ONPASSIVE, marketers, advertisers, that's going to pop up, okay, yeah, and for a limited time, that feature, and there's more, it's like it heard your conversation instantly, and now is going to pop on the window, 13 seconds, it will be on your window, and it will tell you, and let me take you to this offer. Now, it's not a text and it's not a chapter in the chat box. It's an image. You click on it, icon. It's a very, you know, nice, inviting icon where you click on it and it will take you to where's the offer. Now, up until now, if you have any chat, it will take you to another website and all of that. All internal and ONPASSIVE. It doesn't leave the website. It doesn't leave the page. It opens it inside the chat box. You can do the transaction from your own wallet inside the chat box. And guess what? How do I use it? Or how do I subscribe this? How I activate this? It will start navigating on the page. It will put the pointer exactly where. It will highlight it. And you're done with that. Now it will scroll that way. It will scroll that way. Voodoo. It is mind-boggling. So that's why chat will be from the initial one, because it will disrupt the selling communication aspect. And you may tell this will be a part of ONET. It will be a part of so many products. So yeah, chat, Academy, of course, you know, OConnect, crazy stuff, and moving forward. So every product is a whole new different animal. If it's another product, it would not be an ONPASSIVE. Like this little OConnect, OTracker, as you may think it is, we added more stuff from our last conversation because we took the time, and those people like we're not going to sit idle, just wiping their desks. So they have been working, and so OTracker became a whole different animal. And now there are more features that are in the pipeline for another, sprint or two, 1 to 2 sprints. Okay. That we never discussed. So what you know has been done long time ago, a year ago or less, okay? And now we're a whole new one. So there's not a product I want to be biased to it in terms of not important, but everything we put our hands on it. The ones I mentioned is we believe there's a massive revenue behind them. For our mutual benefit in one way. Another way, it's the perfect introduction to the market. Like, we are so confident that the technology, the AI, it will revolutionize. There's not an idiot going to be looking at a Zoom example or any other webinar platform after they see ONPASSIVE technologies, which is OConnect in that aspect. Not one single mind will be in their sanity and they think I'm sticking to Zoom. No.
This is insane. Thank you so much, Ash. And thank you so much for your time. But I want to bring this point really quick for everyone. Mr. Ash Mufareh had mentioned this a while back, long time ago, that once we activate our, whatever that business is, could be chrisjohnson.ai, julian.ai, whatever that name is, imagine there's almost 1.5 million, right? People are activating that. And then within that, let's call it chrisjohnson.ai has 1,000 pages that coming. So if we can think a little bit bigger, right? Think about in terms of spreading the news, spreading ONPASSIVE, spreading business. There's 1.5, I'm gonna round it up. People are sharing the same information, content, but different looks, different fresh every single day. He had mentioned about this a long time ago. Think about that massive adaptations or massive people engaging in, clicking in. Think about massive advertising. Oh, this is crazy. I'm loving it. Thank you, Ash. Thank you so much.
Indeed. All right. So Susie's not here. Red is not here. This is a perfect opportunity to share the most important information. So as a punishment.
Good idea.
Well, Red has got his mouthpiece here.
Wow. It's insane.
Madigamo.
That was a test to see how much loyalty they have. Obviously, everybody loves them. Okay.
Didn't last very long. I'm just kidding.
All right. Okay. Anything else? You know what goes in the minds of our founders. You want to tell me, brother? Like anything else?
But one more thing, Ash. Now,
5 more things for you.
I know, and these are just my head questions. You have on ONPASSIVE.com, you have products written up what they are. Is there anything that you can add on that's going to be new that you know now that we can discuss in these new webinars? In other words, you have your paragraphs or your write-ups in ONPASSIVE.com, what the products are, explain them a little bit. Is there anything can be added to any more of those 6 products or 7 products you just talked about that we can discuss in these webinars?
Okay. I'm trying to see an entrance to what you said. Like for example, like those few products we've talked about, they will keep us busy for a while, not talking about them, using them, benefit of, we could spend our life just on those products. So I think we should really try to get better at prioritizing, like, which one number one goes to the market, all of that. Now, the ones I mentioned is based on the readability and based on the above market, like superior, or that they would disrupt, and based on the amount of disruptive, innovative features already in the pipeline for work. Okay, doesn't mean the following are, if you're talking about capture, virtual, it doesn't mean peer is not as important, or domain, commerce, all that, but that is not, in terms of readability and innovative features, not to the level, to the ones I mentioned. So that's why we should focus on those, because, like I said, you get into the market with such a massive disruption like these products, the rest will be a byproduct. It will be automatic, no question. No question.
Yeah.
This is how is our strategy been day one. If we do it all the way. We do it perfected. Okay, and if it's close to the market where they catch us, like in a month or two, it's going to be a tiring process. Okay, when we get into the market, even if we give them the code, they will take 2 to 3 years to catch up with us. 2.5 to 3 years. I'm sorry. It will take them by the time they, like, if we give them the code, I'm not telling them to guess. Okay, if we give them the code, it will take them about 3 years, and they're not less intelligent or equipped than us. It will take them time to catch up, and then we will be 3 years ahead. So that's why it is critical to the first impression, to the first product release, market level. That's why important is not to come with an overwhelming package, price-wise, or technology and mechanics, where everybody's going to get like, what, huh? Like, you get lost and walk away day one. Okay, how many times when somebody start talking about anything, I'm sure you've witnessed that with me a few times. Okay, when I start talking about something that is completely irrelevant, or like so complicated, or what is he talking about, like, you just can't wait to leave. Okay, that is good. Okay, why? Because it is so much. But the genius is for us to break it down and simplify it, and give it bite by bite, sip by sip, okay, to the market, so they can enjoy it and get their, hands and brains on it. And once then we will be having, the next one in the park. By the time they get it, it will never be overboring. So as you may tell, 4 years from now, we're not going to have 20 products. We're not going to have 70 products. It will be endless, endless, endless. So, but we will always have something new. So if you have 1 billion customers for the ecosystem that we have now, just 1 billion example, okay, the next 50 will get another billion, a different billion, and so forth and so forth. So we will, I just don't know how to tell you. I don't see it otherwise. It's got to be everybody online will be an ONPASSIVE, one way or another. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, and then every time you bring something new out, they know what's coming. They know what they've seen from ONPASSIVE, and they're going, this is going to be great. It's in their mind. They're waiting for it to happen. Yes. What I was wondering, though, is if, because you're building products so massively and new technologies and stuff nobody's ever seen, the description of them in the back off or on passive.com is already obsolete before we even come out with it, right? I mean, they do already more than what that's.
This website is for design sketches purposes.
Okay.
It's got zero of the content.
Okay.
A doctor is leading the media department, and they are streamlining the strategies, the verbs of doctor. She's a PhD. Okay, I threw it away. Okay, incredible globally. Okay, and her team, working with the digital marketing department for everything. Okay, and the design teams, or we call it design army nowadays, because it's growing like wildfire. And So there will be the one, again, that's a media. It's going to be one message, one spokesperson. Okay. That will represent the corporate message, and they will always direct the different departments, what message, what terms, what language, where are we, updates, all of that, called media. I mean, it's like the what do you call it, the White House press. It's a press secretary in a way. It's that. How many companies you've seen them have in that position?
Oh,
So
I
we
got
have
it.
that.
It makes sense because what you said today have already just destroyed any of this stuff in the, yeah, okay, yeah.
We always said ONPASSIVE.com example. Okay, so forget now my links in ofounders.net. No founders, right? That's obsolete, like you said. Now ONPASSIVE.com, I always said, just so we don't have a blank domain name, you go to ONPASSIVE.com like nothing there. No, we just have to, but that's actually got us in trouble sometimes. There's like, I don't understand much, or there's a gap between what you're talking about and this. This is not the website. This is not the content. The content will be professional videos, our studios, our professional speakers.
No, I'm glad you said it in front of everybody. That's the main thing. Because I'm looking at it, listening to you, and I'm going, holy cow. I mean, this is so much bigger than what I'm read. And I like what they said, but I'm looking at it going, that doesn't touch what you've been talking about today. Not really. So, okay, good.
Let me give you an example. Okay, I'm going to give you one trick, and it's not like you're the last person you would expect. I'm going to give it to you. How to be a good, perfect speaker. Okay. 1, 3, 2. Okay. 1, 3, 2. That's a rule. Okay. So what's the rule? 1, 3, 1. 1, 3, 1. Very easy. 1 in the middle, 3 and 1. So the 1 is you pick one speaker that you are blown away with the way they speak. I want to be talking like Michael Williams. I want to speak as good as Mike Ellis. Okay. So what do? So that's the one. Get one sentence, how he says it and the way he speaks. Okay. Whether podcast, radio, audio book, I'm talking about a different one. I gave example of our names. Okay. Somebody you love, a video. So you hear how they say this one statement or sentence. Okay. One. So that's a one person, one statement. Repeat it exactly, clone it 3 times. See how I changed my tone now? 3 times. And move on to the next one. Do that for 1 hour. So one person, one statement, one sentence, okay? Even if English is not your first language, I'm talking about any language. Or if you're copying somebody in a different language, see how they talk. Get one statement. So you have an idol in a way, a model, you model them. One statement 3 times for 1 hour. Keep doing that. Move on to the next statement. Move on. It's not like one statement for 1 hour. Do that exercise. You will know yourself when you're ready. I speak like, I don't know, the best speaker in your life, whoever. I don't want to say a name. I almost got in trouble by saying somebody's name. Okay. Political name. So if so if you want to talk like so and so, very simple, get a clip for them, practice for 1 hour. Now, 99.999% of you will never do this because people are not disciplined. All right. But those who will do it, you thank me again. Okay. Because it does work. So you would be a perfect speaker, meaning even I can speak properly and can deliver, and I can prepare a PowerPoint and give you a message on that. But that's not what I want to focus on. Okay. I want this to work. I don't care what this says, but I'm going to rant with the professionals that they get paid to package this rant and give it where the world is going to get excited and buy. So if you focus on the talk, we have so much talk, okay? So I wanna kind of reserve my energy, whatever it is, intelligent energy or idiot energy. I want to reserve it to the innovative thinking, and then leave the packaging. Hey, one day we'll have fun. That's different, but it comes naturally. Like we said on Passive 360, it's okay to be lazy and rich. I'm going to ask you right now on the spot. Would you rather to be a super hard-working person but broke, or a dead, lazy bum couch potato who is wealthy and rich? Which one do you like? Let's ask like the whole population. Everybody likes the result. Okay, now is anybody interested in the process? Unless you're passionate about it, unless the process is making up that outcome, is a different thing. But we're not interested in the pain. We're interested in the status, or to get to the destination that we want to go to. Okay, so I'm not implying like, oh, hello world, be lazy, don't be productive. I'm saying it's okay to get results, to be productive and successful, being smart. Work smart, not hard. That's a different dilemma. I'm not promoting, you know, be lazy and ineffective and useless. That will be called there. Like if I have a way to get my outcome, doesn't matter, financially, educational, anything. Okay. If I have a way to get there, I develop my own system, and I get there faster with less struggle and like energy. That's called working smart. I get to the same outcome. Or being, you know, working manual hard, all of that, okay, still get there. Okay, that is essentially you're successful. You get to where you want to go. But now, oh, Ash said it's okay to be lazy, so I'm going to be lazy and nothing is going to happen. That would be called a loser. There's a difference between work smart, get to where you want to go, being lazy because you were creative. That's different. That's ONPASSIVE, the ONPASSIVE definition. We're doing the hard work, the smart work, the intelligent work, using AI to do the work, and tapping into a collaborate effort, teamwork, which you will achieve more than your own solo struggle. That's the theory of ONPASSIVE. So it's okay to work less and smart, get into the same outcome faster. There's no harm in that. That's smart, intelligent. But not having effort, not good at anywhere, like, you know, not having intelligence, that is called a loser. Okay. And that's not the ONPASSIVE, you know, community. So just wanted to clarify that. So that comes up spontaneous. Like, I'm not planning, I'm not scripting. I'm not like, you know, I didn't go to school just to come up with a script. It just comes up naturally. And that's how it is. So it's okay to be lazy and rich. But who's going to understand it? Only ONPASSIVE. It's okay to come up with catmo as a verb, ONPASSIVians, okay, or ONPASSIVaire, or proudinaire, okay. So those terms come naturally. We will play with them. We'll have fun with them, okay. So instead of O Academy, we remove the A, slash it, and put O for ONPASSIVE, Academy. New term. But what does it mean? It's an academy, but that academy is the ONPASSIVE Academy. Even I can play with words. So don't struggle with the words on the website. Because like I said, I can play with them, but I don't have the time now. I don't want to spend my energy and effort on playing with the words and get nothing done. Let's get something done and then it will be an art for how we say it in every language. We're going to play with videos, animations, the unpassive character. Okay, for kids, it's going to be different than adults. Okay, the robots, the icon, it's crazy. I mean, we're not there yet, but there will be an unpassive TV, OTV. There will be studios. There will be media department. Media. I'm not talking about social media. I'm not talking about journalism. I'm not talking about digital marketing. I'm talking about media, press, media. Connections with presidents, appointments with speakers, prime ministers endorsing our events. It's happening already. This is the type of like, okay, I have a list of so and so universities, like we want them to do this with the academy. Media department does that. PR connections, they have the proper approach, their title, their professional, their career, their name, their value globally. They don't get a no for an answer, like anywhere. So that's how you are bringing the world together. Like, you know, before we even put a major impact on humanity, and it's already like getting attention. We are way ahead and we're not behind, and that's the bottom line. All right. So that's about the website. What about the blog?
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful blog.
Same applies. Okay, this is, again, this is a purchased content. Okay, people write content and they sell it. We buy it, and we have a content writers department where they tweak it. Okay, but obviously it will be more simplified and personalized on your own blog. Okay. Chris, there's one feature we created with AI in OCreate. Within 19 minutes with your journey in ONPASSIVE, 19 minutes. I don't know why it's not 20. I don't know why it's not 15. Don't ask me that. I asked the same question. I got nowhere. Okay. But it takes about 19 minutes for AI to learn everything that you provided so far, what you've submitted, and it will generate a link for you. A 100%. This is voodoo, guys. Voodoo, okay? And every time you want more information, just tell Red to go to Rome, okay? Distract him so we can open up more here. Okay. I don't know, Rome, here. Even if you're in Rome, you can tune in here. Okay. For what, anniversary? My God. I give birth in one day and I will be on my webinars. I'm kidding, Red. Okay. But here's the deal. No, they deserve to enjoy it. What I wanted to say about that feature, it is 100% AI done for you website. Remember the website that we do for you and prepare AI, that's different, okay? That's not the daily funnel. All right, so there's your own personal website. Blog. It sees that Neeraj talks about sports so much on ONET. And he was having a conversation about visiting that specific city, or that he was, you know, at this restaurant last week or something. That data, that intelligence is packaged within 19 minutes. You have a link, you copy it. You typed not one word, not a name, not a color, nothing. A complete website, genius AI gathered all of that information, made a website. Of course, you can edit that. And you have a link, not like, wow, where do I go now? Yeah. It thinks faster than you. That is AI, artificial intelligence. It knows what you're doing, okay? And it gives you the option. Well, you better watch what you're doing or saying. but
Did you hear
everything is
that?
confidential.
Did you hear that, Chris?
I'm gonna say, did you hear that, Marty?
All right, because that machine will repeat. It's like your African bird, whatever it is. Is it a parakeet or a parrot? What is it?
African gray is a parrot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it will repeat. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I did the other day? I had my dog sing. I couldn't get him to shut up on my live. Took me like 10
Oh,
minutes.
my
Wow.
God. Yeah, so that's one feature. The 90-minute website, complete AI, complete for the first time. So I think you've heard about drag and drop website. Yeah, we got that. Don't worry. You can do it manual, okay? I think you've heard about quick website. No. This is not one click. Because I have this dilemma about clicking. I constantly talk about, oh, why we had to do 2 clicks. I want it 1 or less or 0. Like instead of 6 clicks, how can I make it 1? But now we got way ahead that not 1 click. You got a domain name. The 19-minute website, only on passive, never been done in the history of mankind. Trust me. When I tell you, never been done, do your research, due diligence, okay? And you will find no company ever provided a website that will kind of extract your personality, your knowledge, your intelligence, conversation, all of that, package it on a website ready for you in a domain. You get to publish it or delete it, whatever you want to do with it.
It's fucking crazy.
It's almost scary. Right, Marty?
I'm telling you, it's voodoo.
It's
It
almost
is
scary.
voodoo. Okay, so chat, Chris, I don't know. Net, that's why it's a tough question. Okay, but connect, net, chat. These products are just you're gonna be addicted. That's one downside of it. Okay, the upside, they will save us so much time and will make us look like heroes and all of that. But one downside, they will, it's a warning, you see, they are addictive. You're gonna be hooked. You're gonna be hooked. I challenge you to go away from what we have. I challenge you not to play with it and have fun with it. Because it will kind of trigger your brain cells, okay? And now you're gonna, holy cow, I'm smart. And that's lifting up humanity. Okay, hey, and money is good. Now you're doing good. This is elevating the level of intelligence, elevating the ability and the way we behave. Oh, you are gonna flip when you know more. Okay, so I told you we are ahead of our game. That's what you want to know. Don't ask me about the email change and oh God, please. See, that's why it's a little frustrating for me. I'm on a different, I would say, orbit. And you come and talk to me about minor things that I'm programmed to flush them instantly. They don't stick with me. Not that I'm not mindful or passionate, or no, compassion, no. You know me, okay? But I want you to go above the smoke, you know, just think of the potential we have built for you.
Yeah, I
So is
apologize.
passive business or program or is it a no? It's
Program.
what is it?
I don't know what it is.
Well, you want to know
White
something?
flag on
Ash?
passive. Yeah, tell me.
One of the things that made me love on passive so much is because I'm lazy, honestly.
And
The more I looked at it and I said, well, this is me. I like for everything to be done for me, right? What else do you want? I'm loving it, to tell you the truth, because I'm lazy. In a good way. In a good way.
In a good way, you like to use your brain more than your physical ability, and that is nothing wrong with that. Or doing the same work over and over. It's repetitive, and most people tell you, I've been working 20 years and all that. Same position? Yeah, okay. You've done 1 year of experience, but repeat it for 20 years. I mean, if you didn't up your game for 20 years, I'm trying to keep my terms respectful, but nothing comes, nothing. 20 years, 30 years, the same exact thing. Like you did not like tweak something. For God's sake, like your brain didn't like not one cell woke up or so that's not impressive. But when you tell me like last time I talked to you, you're like a whole new person now, that's impressive. As long as it's up forward, okay? And that's the type of people you want to be surrounded with, okay? That they constantly challenge you. They challenge the way you think or the way you analyze things or view the outlook of everything. So if you're like always the same thing, the same presentation and the same talk, like I know what he's going to talk. Oh yeah, he's saying, okay, in 1972 I did this and that. I know what's next. He's going to tell us about his whatever Chick-fil-A story or so. I know it. Okay, so if you're predictable, I don't need you next time. I need you once. But if you come here and you have no clue what's going to be said, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So it's good to be, I would say, disruptive and unpredictable in your information. But if you have the same branch for 75 years or 70 years or whatever amount of years, we're just a slow learner, like you're not moving.
You're an idiot.
Thank you for the help.
You're welcome. You're not making my lives any easier, I know that. Holy moly, I'm going to be busy tomorrow.
Yeah, and again, that's exactly what we're doing. Replicating the spirit, replicating the brain, expanding the thought, and everybody is capable of doing that. Like being able to. I think Susie, I don't know if she's going to listen to this, but she would appreciate that we let everybody be themselves. Recently, you probably, I'm going to keep it like that. Okay, so the difference between somebody asked, okay, I'm going to tell you the story exactly. Somebody asked, okay, how do you like your job? And that person was working at the Four Seasons. They were happy with their experience, so they asked the coffee maker, okay, why are you like you're doing a great job? And they gave them 100% tip. They asked them, why do you like your job? Okay, and how they said, without thinking, without a blink, I love my job. Not like it, I love my job. And the question is, why do you like your job so much? Okay, that's a person who is working at the Four Seasons, and they said, because I have my managers, not only the manager above me, but all the managers, every time they come to me and say, how's your day? Okay, can I help you? How's everything with you? Okay, all of that. Okay, so, and genuinely, because somebody, can I help you? Or somebody tell you, okay, welcome to Four Seasons, can I help you? Or somebody genuinely tell you, welcome home, how can I help you? Genuinely. So that's the difference. Okay, and then they said, with that hesitation, okay, because my managers are checking up on me genuinely. And they let me be myself. So Four Seasons apparently is a big ticket, a big brand, not because they have a comfy bed. Any other hotel can have a comfy bed, but it's about the service and how you make them feel the staff, and people around it. So ironically, that individual who works at the Four Seasons, he said, I also have a job. I work for Caesar Palace, Las Vegas. Probably that's where Chris stayed. So I'm poking you, so you leave that phone away. Okay. When that person, same individual, same type of job, same designation, same job, exactly the nature of job, two different places, but two different outcomes. Why? Caesar Palace managers are nosy. They're just like trying to find you making a mistake, and they go after you. So there, he is walking on the edge, like walking on eggshell the whole day. I'm just trying to get by, stay out of trouble, under the radar, so I can get paid, get my paycheck. There's no love, there's no passion. So same person, if you go and say, how are you today? Or why do you like your job? Or they're not gonna even come to you at Caesar Palace because they're just trying to be safe. But the same person, same title at Four Seasons, they go and embrace you and say, how you doing? How can I help you? Genuinely, and they go all the way, their own style, nobody after them. They're not afraid. And if you ask them, how do you like your job? I love my job. Same person, same career, all of that, but different outcome. So this is the ONPASSIVE culture, okay? Let everybody be and evolve and, you know, flourish and blossom. And that's what we do. We give you the platform, all that. Again, stay out of trouble, okay? That's not something that's gonna waste time, as long as, but this is an open, we endorse, we adopt your dreams, make them ours, and there's a better chance when it becomes a team dream versus one dream, a dream of one, a dream of an individual. When it becomes a dream of us, I wasn't accidentally, in a way, assigning the Oblast mission. Started with the homeless mission in Chris Johnson. If you realize, it started at the homeless because he talked about it. That bugs me, all that. I saw how genuine he is, the right person. I gave him the platform. We reeled him in as the Michigan homeless, but now we're talking about global homelessness. We're talking about poverty. We're talking about Oblast and changing humanity. It's a complete different level now. But you see what people and their passion, all of that, and let them be. Let them be. Somebody else is going to say, "Oh, was Chris Johnson, GP grade, okay, in university? Is he qualified on this, management or leadership, whatever?" No, okay. Who cares, okay? That's not where creativity comes from. Or did he do that? No. It just, he has the heart. We have the heart. Bingo, clicked. Now nothing is going to stop us. And that's a whole theory. That's the most unique thing about ONPASSIVE. We're just normal people, average people. We like to remain humble. Everyday people, turn them into heroes, crazy thinkers, inventors, and changing the planet, changing the world, okay, collectively. That's something that you need to think about. Okay, we are here to bring the best of you, the best out of you. Keep the drama away. We all have them. I do have them. I'm no exception. We all have them. But when we come to the platform together, when we meet at the ONPASSIVE house, we want to get the best out of us. Okay? And nothing is out of reach. Nothing. Period. So where we are going is only greater and greater. Again, we're going to continue soaring. If somebody's going to be a bug, they're going to follow that crow. Remember the crow story, Charles, right? Okay, we're going to soar higher and effortlessly. They get exhausted, they run out of breath. It's above their capacity. So 1.4 million people, are they going to be 1.4 million after a year and a half, 2 years? No, no, some will drop. Okay, but are you going to be a crow or an eagle and fly with the eagles? I shouldn't say anything after that, so keep that my last statement. Back to Julie or Chris, whoever in charge of this platform.
Thank you so much, Ash, for coming on here and share with us. We really appreciate you. Thank you everyone for being here. Let's call it a night. Let's look forward to the next discussion.
Right.
Look at that.
You have a great evening. And
That's a beautiful image to end with.
Marty.
She's the voice, you're the image.
That's a pretty image. Ah, Charles, you scared me.
Thank you so much. Have a good night, everyone. Please take care of yourself and others. Good night.
As long as we're having fun, that's amazing.
Thanks, Ash.
Okay.
Love you
Be
all.
yourself. Be yourself. Welcome
Love
home.
Thank you, Ash. Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Thank
the
you.
culture, Ash. Great
Thank you,
culture.
Ash.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next